Good evening to my 840 YouTube channel subscribers. Hope you guys are having a nice Sunday and a nice weekend. And I'm on my last trip for my 10.4 mile walk through the woods. And so 4 out of 4, I'm just breaking it down now out of because it's 4 different walks. So this will be my 4 out of 4 walks for the day. That will equal 10.4 miles. And I Google searched today what will happen if you walk 10 miles a day, and they said it got all kinds of benefits. One, you're gonna burn over 1,000 calories a day just from walking. Also, it's gonna lower your blood pressure, lower your cholesterol level, and strengthen your heart. And so it has a lot of benefits to walking 10 miles a day. This will be my sixth day walking 10 plus miles, and it feels great. I mean, it takes a little while for your body to get used to it. I've been feeling a little tired, but honestly, it's more. I'm more tired. I would say not physically tired. I'm not physically tired. I could probably do 20 miles a day, honestly. But the part is overwhelming when you're trying to get all your work done. Cook, clean, pay the bills, run your errands, and you got to do everything else and still get the 10 miles in. That's where the difficulty comes in at. But if you was like an American Indian and you lived 500 years ago before the government passed all these laws and stuff, then it'd be super easy for you to walk 10, 20 miles a day. The only reason why it's hard is because the cost of living is so high, and that's about the topic that I have my mind on for this evening. It's going to be about how the coronavirus, free money, messed up America and killed America. We're going to talk about that tonight because I was thinking about that earlier. And, ever since 2020, when they gave away all that free money, I haven't had 5 minutes to spare. You know what I mean? Like, I can't even afford to sit down for 15 minutes just because everything's so expensive. And I feel like even being socializing and stuff like that, if I'm on the phone with somebody for over an hour, I'm like, dang, I just lost like $20. Now when it was back in 2018, minimum wage was $7 an hour, and now it's like $15 to $20 an hour. And so then, so if you just sat around, and wasted an hour, it was not no big deal. But now it's like, whoa, and then if you spend 4 to 8 hours doing any kind of activity, it's like costing you hundreds of dollars, And so it's making everything really bad. And so ever since they gave out all that free money, the cost of living just went up and up and up. And the thing is that the people that's in control, the big corporations, the pharmaceutical companies, they want to raise it up like 1,500% on the cost of living. However, the population will freak out, so they just can only do it 5% every month, and 60% a year is 60% a year is how much the cost of living has went up every year since 2020. And I'm pretty sure that was a plan. And I heard somebody else talk about it, that to they can raise more tax money. The higher the wages are, the price of everything goes up because the government gets like 25% of all the money spent. They're getting, because when your income tax is like 10, 15%, 20% with Social Security and everything. So they get like 20% out of your paychecks. Then when you go to spend it, they're getting another 10%. So they're getting like, out of every dollar that you make and spend, every dollar the government's getting like 40 cents. If you really think about it, like, okay, with Social Security tax, state tax, federal tax, and then the spending tax 10%. So altogether, it's a lot. They're out of every dollar that you make, it's like you're not even seeing the majority of that anyways. And then the price is just going up, rent and everything, and the cost of assets and everything that's going crazy high. And here's the thing: it's no end in sight. That's the news. I don't think the majority of Americans are understanding that it does not matter 100% whoever the next president is. The cost of living gonna keep going up 5% or more. Like you could see a spike in November as soon as the majority of the population lose their faith in the government and the American dollar, then you can see that's when the prices the value of the dollar will collapse and the price of everything is going to skyrocket. So this is just like the tip of the iceberg. Wait until October, November, December of this year. The American dollar, I believe, got some super good chance of crashing and like being worth hardly anything. If you know anything about baseball cards, $100 bill will be about the same value as a 1987 Topps baseball card. It's gonna be this is what about $100 bill is gonna be worth. And so if you know anything about baseball cards, 1987 Topps, you could say 1986 Topps, 1991 Topps. They're not worth nothing because they printed so much of it. And that's the same thing they did with $100 bills. Like they ran the presses non-stop for like 5 years straight, printing out all this money, and it just dropped the value of everything. And now, from my calculations, the American government's $900 trillion in debt, mostly due to they had to pay the pharmaceutical companies for the vaccinations. Then they had to pay for all the masks, and they had to pay for all the hand soap. And so all that money, and then plus they've been just squandering a bunch of money. And now it's just really the whole American economy it's really bad. And like the Mexican peso is stronger now than the American dollar. And if you remember how people used to joke about the Mexican currency, well, now the Mexican currency is stronger than the American currency, or it's getting close or equal. It will soon overpass, because soon as everybody realizes there's no difference between Trump and Biden, that it's just dividing us. As soon as people just start, and that's so dumb when people say, oh, well, I don't like Trump, but he's better than Biden. And they don't understand that was a psychological trick planted into your head. You've been brainwashed. And you just thinking, and you can't see it. That is kind of alarming to me. And I understand, because I used to be brainwashed too. And I thought, the presidents made a difference and everything, but they don't. They're all on the same team. It's kind of like in professional wrestling. It's all scripted. It's all predetermined. They all get paid by the same people. And so it's just a work. It's an act. It's a show. That's all politics is just to divide people and say, I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican. I mean, you're an idiot. If you think idiot that makes a difference, that is so dumb. And you're not dumb, like you're not probably not low intelligence, but you just been brainwashed. And the most intelligent people can easily be tricked with basic psychology, because they use fear, they evoke your emotions. Like you'll see them pushing over statues and burning down buildings and all that. And the June 6th with the guy with the horns and the fake pace and all that, the face painting, and that's the CIA. That's the government. Them are government agents that's doing that stuff and fanning the fires. And the government made the LBG community. The government made BLM. The government's behind all that stuff. Just so the government's the Democrats, Republicans. That's all. Why you think it's only two parties? It's just a way so they could divide the people. And if we're arguing about Democrats, Republicans, then we're not gonna think about, oh, they just wasted $900 trillion. And the price of everything keep going up and stuff. So as long as we keep being distracted, just like they did with watch until November 1st, or the November elections, watch how many things come out in the news that distracts people. For instance, like the MLB and the Negro League stats getting combined. That's a big thing. Everybody talking about that, and that's so we don't focus on the presidential elections. So but anyways, yeah, all that's the money, the all the free money that they gave out, all the free unemployment, all the free extra league card. They was giving people, even people that make 10 some thousand a month, they was still giving them like $2,500 of free food for 2 years. That wasn't by accident. That was planned by people who graduated from Harvard and Yale, Ivy League colleges. That was all a plan. That just didn't happen on accident. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. There's a little noise up here with the cars in the wind, but yeah, that's the your vote don't count. It's all predetermined. Stop thinking that, oh, wait 4 years and it's gonna get better, because America is never gonna get better long as it's Democrats or Republicans. All of them bad, all of them the same. And politics is just used as a way to divide the people so we're easy to control. And hopefully, people will wake up and realize that their vote don't matter. Doesn't matter who the president is. Things are gonna keep getting worse. And then once we come to an agreement, then things just eventually get better. But we have to start the whole new system over. It has to be something way different than what's going on. So it's gonna get worse before it gets better. But we just gotta wake up and just know that there's no difference between a Republican and a Democrat. It's all the same thing. Just like Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan, when they was fighting, there wasn't really no real fight. It was scripted, it was predetermined. Same things with these elections is. Doesn't matter who's the president. Things is gonna keep getting worse, and everybody's like, oh, I don't like Biden. Nobody likes Biden. It's all by plan. Just like before that, nobody liked Trump. It's a divisive tool used by the CIA and the government to keep everybody divided. Come on, you guys gotta really know better than that. Honestly, think about it. Just put all your emotions aside. Just think like it's no difference. Even though, oh yeah, it is. Oh, Trump's the best. He's gonna save the world. Okay, well, you think that, you just wait till December and you will see if things get better. But I can 100% promise you, does not matter who the next president is, things in America is just going to get worse. That's a fact. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Hope you guys enjoy your week. And just remember, your votes don't matter.